My name is André Studalter. I am from Switzerland.
My name is Urs Studalter. My brother André and I are co-owners of Ferme Irma.
We arrived in St-Albert-de-Warwick in 1995.
We have a dairy farm with a herd of a little more than 300 heads. We have 150 milking cows. All the animals are housed in a freestall barn.
As far as cow comfort is concerned, up to 2012, we had tried to find the magic bullet. It was difficult to maintain dry, comfortable beds for cows.
The limiting factor currently in dairy production is the base found in cow comfort and housing.
As far as building structures are concerned, the options were limited because we did not want to undo the structures that had been installed since 1995. As for the comfort of the stalls, we had the option of using mattresses that would be more durable. The other options were to use sand or go for deep bedding.
Deep bedding is a great option that combines a soft surface and reduced friction for the legs. And that keeps our animals free from injury as much as possible.
We opted for deep bedding because of the design of the stalls. It allowed us some flexibility in relation to market conditions or resources for bedding materials. We could use wood shavings, straw, or sand.
We know that sand is the reference bedding material for cow comfort, smoothness, and bacterial development. Deep bedding with cereal straw, or as they have done at Ferme Irma with soybean straw, becomes the most acceptable compromise. And both systems have their strengths and weaknesses.
To build up deep bedding with straw, it takes a base mix to line the stall, what will replace the other mattress solutions.
We created an 8-inch mattress of sorts, using some kind of paste made of mud. We packed it down, and from then on, every day, we add dry straw on top along with lime, which is mixed in advance, of course. About the lime, we use it more to serve as a stabilizer. We had opted to go with plaster, board material, or gypsum. It worked just fine, but contact with manure created some kind of chemical reaction. It's the smell that got us to abandon that product. We had already worked with oat straw or with mixes, but the results we are getting now come from soybean straw. The important thing is to grind it down as fine as possible. Yes, it has a good absorbing property when it's fine enough. The only danger from soybean straw is that it can sometimes harbor some soil contaminants or molds.
The buildings have all been designed to allow access with a tractor and a direct dispenser in cow alleyways.
For our herd of a little more than 300 heads, we need close to 250 acres of soybean straw. So yes, there's a cost to it. But on the other hand, it's soybean straw that we reclaim, and we put it back in the soil afterwards. So we borrow it and put it back afterwards.
We do the stalls twice a day, in the morning and in the evening. Since we have a milking parlor, we have to get the cows and bring them to the parlor. This allows us to get a certain level of efficiency in bedding the stalls since the cows are out of the stalls at the time.
At Ferme Irma, when they began to make the first changes to the stalls, the cows were already letting them know what they preferred in terms of the buildings and their housing.
As soon as we transferred the first few animals to the new stalls, they no longer wanted to lie down anywhere else. So that created a high level of stress among the animals, and they were almost fighting amongst themselves.
Dominant cows were using the most comfortable stalls, while subordinate cows were left with the stalls that were not as comfortable. Now, after 2 years of experience, we can say that it's conclusive, and we find that it isn't more work for us to use this system. The most obvious elements that we've observed in the beginning would be the significant reduction in foot and leg problems.
When cows have injuries, they heal quicker. Whether it's their hocks, their knees, we have fewer mishaps. The cows look more solid in their movements.
We were also able to lower somatic cell counts below 100,000. We have much fewer cows that socialize without any reason, or cows perching. We have eliminated a lot of those problems. Cows that are perching, or that remain standing in their stalls, that's not normal behavior. The cow wanted to lie down, but something interfered with her intention. We went for another notch up the ladder. We got some added value that we can devote to the animals. They will give it back and increase productivity and longevity. Every little step can be beneficial to improving comfort. We don't need to see major investments, it's just a matter of prioritizing the actions that will be taken on the farm to secure the best possible return on our investment, whether that investment is time or money. Today, we can say that we feel our barn is comfortable. There's always room for improvement, and I would be lying if I said that there is nothing else we can do to improve. But considering that we have achieved with the setup that we had, the foundation that was already there, we're very satisfied with the results.